Hello, everybody. My name is Mohammed Rizkallah. I'm an assistant professor at Sharjah Education Academy, and this is day 2 of the summit, the Sharjah International Summit for the Improvement in Education. We are pleased to be here. We have had excellent discussions. We networked, we asked questions, we answered questions, and I am joined by Dr. Maram.
Thank you. Maram Al Aqra, Assistant Professor, Sharjah Education Academy. I'm honored to have this discussion with Dr. Mohammed Rizkallah. We'll be discussing some myths about STEM education. Dr. Mohammed, what do you think about this? STEM is just hands-on activities.
Thank you, Dr. Maram, for initiating this discussion, because I've always had a problem with people who define STEM education or confining STEM education into very limited definitions, such as hands-on education or robotics or coding. STEM education is much more than that. It's a culture. It's a culture of exploration, inquiry. It's a culture of understanding why things happen and how things happen, as opposed to just answering a question or coming up with a quick activity that would not be followed up by consequent activities or philosophy of how things happen.
Thank you. So what do you think about the conceptual understanding? What's the role of conceptual understanding in STEM education?
So conceptual understanding and procedural knowledge have always had this tension, right? Because students can solve an exam, but they don't know what they're solving and how they can use it in real life. So conceptual understanding is very important, because right now we have absolutely no idea in 10 years what jobs there will be, right?
Yeah.
And how we will use the knowledge that we know now. So if somebody gets the concepts and understands them deeply, then they can extrapolate on that and use it in other contexts and in other situations. So conceptual understanding is very important, because if you don't have a deep conceptual understanding, then you're limited to whatever you're asked to solve, as opposed to you're broadening your mind to different contexts and different situations.
Thank you. Speaking of deep understanding and real world, you said real world. Do you think that we need really to have expensive equipment to do good STEM education?
Honestly, I have a fundamental problem with people who advocate that STEM education needs expensive equipment or gadgets and so on. STEM education is a culture, is a philosophy, and it depends on whatever resources we have around us. It doesn't have to be expensive at all. As a matter of fact, I believe that if an activity is expensive, then it cannot be under the umbrella of STEM education. STEM education is the ability to see what content we take inside the classroom and how it can be used in our real life, using the resources around us, using the community, and so on. So expensive gadgets are detrimental to the main umbrella of STEM education, which is determined by philosophies like John Dewey's experiential learning, Jean Piaget, Lev Vygotsky, all of these things, in constructivism as a pedagogical framework. So all of these define what STEM education is, not the gadgets or the expensive equipment.
And really a good STEM educator, you don't need expensive equipment. It's a matter of using the resources and make it relevant and meaningful for your students.
And the problems that are proposed for students in a problem-based learning environment have to be relevant to the students. You can't go to somebody who does not have access to $1,000 toy and tell him, listen, use this toy to solve a problem in your context. It doesn't make sense. Think of it this way. It will limit their ability to solve problems unless they have expensive equipment.
Yes.
And this is counter STEM education.
I'm a big advocate of community-based STEM learning. Use real world problems in your community as, learning approach instead of buying stuff.
So, Dr. Maram, what I want to ask you as a STEM educator and as an expert in the field, do you think STEM education is limited to a certain gender, a certain race, a certain socioeconomic background?
I think one of the myths we have about STEM education, that it's the stereotyping that you have to be very smart, mainly male, to be really a good to be a scientist or be into a STEM field. And also another big myth about STEM education, it's not human-centered. It's about equipments and doing laboratory and stuff like that. But STEM education has a room for inclusion, human-centered, and teaching students about grace and empathy and critical thinking and all these issues. It's not separated from the social science. It's part of it.
So why are these myths around? Why is it thought of as a male domain?
I think one of the big things is how science and STEM education is portrayed in media. It's more research-based, it's more white male. And you have to be a nerd.
A nerd.
Not just smart, it's not about that.
You don't have to have any friends. And
yes, and the crazy, the classes. Yeah, all of this. I think this is part of why we have all these misconceptions about STEM.
How do we fight that? How do we battle this battle?
We need to design meaningful STEM learning experiences for students where they can do it and feel like we are successful, so they can build STEM self-efficacy and they can see themselves in relation to science. This is something I can do. I've been experiencing it. I'm good at it.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Maram. And thank you, Sharjah Education Academy, Sharjah Private Education Authority, for this amazing and wonderful summit. And we hope you enjoyed your discussions here. Thank you.